Nuestra Señora Santa María de la Asunción is the capital and largest city of Paraguay. The Ciudad de Asunción is an autonomous capital district not part of any department. The metropolitan area, called Gran Asunción, includes the cities of San Lorenzo, Fernando de la Mora, Lambaré, Luque, Mariano Roque Alonso, Ñemby, San Antonio, Limpio, Capiatá and Villa Elisa, which are part of the central department. The Asunción metropolitan area has more than 2 million inhabitants. The Municipality of Asunción is listed on the Asunción Stock Exchange, as BVPASA, MUA, a unique feature of any city. It is the home of the national government, principal port, and the chief industrial and cultural center of the country. Geography. Asunción is located between the parallels 25°15' and 25°20' of south latitude and between the meridians 57°40' and 57°30' of west longitude. The city sits on the left bank of the Paraguay River, almost at the confluence of this river with the river Pilcomayo. The Paraguay River and the Bay of Asunción in the northwest separate the city from the occidental region of Paraguay and Argentina in the south part of the city. The rest of the city is surrounded by the central department. With its location along the Paraguay River, the city offers many landscapes. It spreads out over gentle hills in a pattern of rectangular blocks. Places such as Cerro Lambaré, a hill located in Lambaré, offer a spectacular show in the springtime because of the blossoming lapaco trees in the area. Parks such as Parque Independencia and Parque Carlos Antonio La Cubed Pez offer large areas of typical Paraguayan vegetation and are frequented by tourists. There are several small hills and slightly elevated areas throughout the city, including Cabra, Clavel, Tarima, Caxinga, and Tacumba, among others. Districts and neighborhoods. Asunción is organized geographically into districts and these in turn bring together the different neighborhoods. Climate. Asunción has a tropical savanna climate that closely borders on a humid subtropical climate and a tropical monsoon climate, characterized by hot, humid summers and mild winters. Relative humidity is high in the summer, so the heat index is higher than the true air temperature. The average annual temperature is 23 degrees Celsius. The average annual precipitation is 1,400 mm, distributed in over 80 days yearly. Asunción generally has a very short dry season between June and September, but the coldest months are June and July, which can get frost on average one day a year. The wet season covers the remainder of the year. The climate of Asunción can be described as hot and humid for most of the year. During the wet season, Asunción is generally hot and humid, though towards the end of this season, it becomes noticeably cooler. In contrast, Asunción's dry season is pleasantly mild. Asunción's annual precipitation values observe a summer maximum, due to severe subtropical summer thunderstorms which travel southward from northern Paraguay, originating in the Gran Chaco region of the northwestern part of the country. The wettest and driest months of the year are April and July respectively, receiving 166 mm and 39 mm of average total monthly precipitation respectively. Demographics. The population is approximately 540,000 people in the city proper. Roughly 30% of Paraguay's 6 million people live within Greater Asunción. 65% of the total population in the city are under the age of 30. The population has increased greatly during the last few decades as a consequence of internal migration from other departments of Paraguay, at first because of the economic boom in the 1970s, and later because of economic recession in the countryside. The adjacent cities in the Gran Asunción area, such as Luque, Lambaré, San Lorenzo, Fernando de la Mora and Mariano Roque Alonso, have absorbed most of this influx due to the low cost of the land and easy access to Asunción. The city has ranked as the least expensive city to live in for 5 years running by Mercer Human Resource Consulting. Population by sex and age according to the 2002 census. Religion. most of the population of Asunción professes the Catholic religion. However, in Paraguay's capital there are also places of worship of other Christian denominations including the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, as well as other religions including Islam, Buddhism and Judaism. Language: the main language spoken is Spanish. The Guarani language is spoken by of the population speaks Chapara, which is a dialect composed of Guarani mixed with words borrowed from Spanish. Other languages show a presence of 4.5% in the population. Education, schools. The city has a large number of both public and private schools. The best-known public schools are the Colegio Nacional de la Capital, Colegio Nacional President Franco and Colegio Nacional Asunción Escalada. The best-known private schools are Colegio Lumen, Colegio Inmaculado Corazón de María, Salesianito, Colegio Cristo Rey, Colegio Internacional, Colegio San Jose Copyright, Colegio San Ignacio de Loyola, Colegio Santa Teresa de Jesus, American School of Asunción, Colegio Dante Alighieri, Colegio Santa Clara, Colegio Campolto, Colegio Goethe and Colegio de la Asunción. Universities. The main universities in the city are the Universidad Católica Nuestra Señora de la Asunción and the Universidad Nacional de Asunción. The Católica has a small campus in the downtown area next to the cathedral and a larger campus in the Santa Ana neighborhood, outwards toward the adjoining city of Lambaré copyright, while the Universidad Nacional has its main campus in the city of San Lorenzo, some 5 km eastward from Asunción. There are also a number of smaller privately run universities such as Unanorte, Universidad Americana and Universidad Autónoma Norma de Asunción, among others. Economy. In terms of commerce, this sector has grown considerably in recent years, stretching towards the suburbs where shopping malls and supermarkets have been built. Paraguay's only stock exchange, the BVPASA, is located here. The city itself is listed on it, as BVPASA, MUA. In Asunción, the most important companies, businesses and investment groups are headquartered. The city is the economic center of Paraguay, followed by Ciudad del Este and Encarnación. Transportation. Because the Paraguay River runs right next to Asunción, the city is served by a river terminal in the downtown area. This port is strategically located inside a bay and it is where most freight enters and leaves the country. There is a lesser terminal in the Sajonia neighborhood, and a shuttle port in Ita Enramada, almost opposite the Argentine city of Clorinda, Formosa. Public transportation is used heavily and is served through buses that reach all the regions of the city and surrounding dormitory communities. The main long-distance bus terminal is on the Avenida República Argentina and its bus services connect all of the departments of Paraguay, as well as international routes to nearby countries such as Argentina, Brazil, Bolivia and Uruguay. Silvio Pettirossi International Airport is Paraguay's main national and international gateway, located at Luque, suburb of the capital Asunción. Tourist attractions. The city is home to the Godoy Museum, the Museo Nacional de Bellas Artes, the Church of La Encarnación, the Metropolitan Cathedral and the National Pantheon of the Heroes, a smaller version of Les Invalides in Paris, where many of the nation's heroes are entombed. Other landmarks include the Palacio de los La Cubes, the old Senate building and the Casa de la Independencia. Calle Palma is the main street downtown where several historical buildings, plazas, shops, restaurants and cafes are located. The Manzana de la Rivera, located in front of the Presidential Palace, is a series of old traditional homes that have been restored and serve as a museum showcasing the architectural evolution of the city. The old railway station maintains the old trains that now are used in tourist trips to the cities of Luque and Aragua. Asunción also has luxurious malls that contain shops selling well-known brands. The biggest shopping malls are Shopping del Sol, Mariscal La Cubes Shopping Villa Mora in the central part of the city, and the Mall Excelsior downtown. Sports. Association football is the main sport in Paraguay, and Asunción is home to some of the most important and traditional teams in the country. These include Limpio, Cerro Porte +or-0 and Club Libertad, Club Nacional, Club Guarani and Club Sol de Arma Copyright Rica, which have their own stadiums and sport facilities for affiliated members. The Defensores del Chaco Stadium is the main football stadium of the country and is located in the neighborhood of Sajonia, just a few minutes away from the center of Asunción. Since it is a national stadium, sometimes it is used for other activities such as rock concerts. Asunción is also the heart of Paraguayan Rugby Union. The nightlife revolves around two areas, one in the downtown part of the city and the other in the neighborhoods of Mora and Las Carmelitas, a night full of nightclubs and bars. Culture: Asunción also hosts several symphony orchestras, and ballet, opera and theater companies. The most well-known orchestras are the City of Asunción's Symphony Orchestra, the National Symphony Orchestra and the Northern University Symphony Orchestra. Among professional ballet companies, most renowned are the Asunción Classic and Modern Municipal Ballet, the National Ballet and the Northern University Ballet. The main opera company is the Northern University Opera Company. A long-standing theatre company is Arlequin and Theatre Foundations. Traditional venues include the Municipal Theatre, the Paraguayan Japanese Center, the Central Bank's Great Lyric Theatre, the Juan de Salazar Cultural Center, the Americas Theatre, the Tom Jobim Theatre, the Arlequin Theatre and the Vanzona de la Rivera. Asunción is also the center of architecture in Paraguay. The 7 Treasures of Cultural Heritage Material of Asunción. The choice of the 7 Treasures of Cultural Heritage Material has been developed Asunción during the months of April and May 2009. Promoted by the Organización Cuban Capital Americana de la Cultura, with the collaboration of the Paraguayan authorities participating in the election, was carried out with the intention to disclose the material cultural heritage of Asunción. A total of 45 candidates have chosen to become one of the Treasures of Cultural Heritage Material Asunción. The result of the vote, which involved 12,417 people, is as follows. Media, newspapers. The most read newspapers are Diario ABC Color, Diario Popular, Diario La Nación Cubana, Diario Aslatima Hora, and Diario Cra Cubnica, although the most successful are Diario Popular and Diario ABC Color. See also, List of twin towns and sister cities in Paraguay, references. External links, Senator Asunción Info, Municipality of Asunción.